If you know about this 13-year-old boy who sold newspapers, did small jobs, saved money, and invested in the share market. Today, that same boy is one of the richest people in the world. Many of you might have already guessed his name. Yes, this is Warren Buffett. And at an age when other kids were busy having fun, this young man was buying and selling shares. Today he ranks sixth on the list of the world's richest people. Until recently, he was among the top six richest people in the world. However, during COVID, he donated a significant amount of money, which caused him to drop a few places on the list. If you look at the list of the world's richest people, you would not find any celebrities or cricketers, while famous celebrities and billions of dollars for acting in movies and even more from advertisements. Cricketers like Sardon Brantman, who have immense brand value, are still far behind on the list. Even football players like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, who earns millions of dollars from clubs, are not close to the top of the list. This list of the richest people is dominated by two types of individuals: businessmen who run their own business and investors who invest their money in other people's businesses. A businessman needs a great idea to start a business, works hard on it for years, conducts research, and then invests a lot of money into it. If the idea is successful, the business starts generating profit after years of hard work. On the other hand, an investor doesn't need to all of this. They simply pick a listed company in the stock market, research it in the share market, research it, and invest their money. Since the investor has invested in the company, they also get a share of a company's profit. The best part for an investor is that they don't need a lot of money to start investing. They can start with a small amount. However, if a businessman's a business a succeed, they can earn a much more profit than an investor. But an investor's profit is unlimited to the company's profits based on their investment. The advantage for investors is that they don't have to work as hard as businessmen. They therefore take forever a risk and don't need to invest as much money. Some investors have turned a few thousand rupees into millions or billions. Now let's me show you a real life example. I am talking about Rakesh Anjuwala. Let's quickly go through his story. In 1985, Rakesh Anjuwala asked his father for some money to invest in the share market. His father gave him 5,000 rupees, which was a significant amount at that time. With this money, he bought shares of Titan, a Tata company that makes watches. A few years later, when the value of these shares increased, he made a huge profit. From from there, he never looked back and turned 5,000 into 5.8 billion. Recently, when Rakesh Janjuwa passed away, he was the 438 richest person in the world. Not just Rakesh Janjuwa, but many USA have made a lot of money through the share market. However, here's an interesting fact. While 56% of people in the US invest in the share market, there are many reasons for this, which we will discuss in the future videos. Before that, let tell me let I tell you that this video will cover four basic but crucial points about the stock, about the share market. Number one, why do people become so rich by investing in the share market? What is the reason behind it? Number two, what is share market? We will learn the basics, including what shares and the basic terms used in the share market. Number three, where should you invest your money? Should you keep it in bank, invest in real estate, or put in the share market? We will discuss where it's best to invest. Number four, the most important point. If you don't know this, no matter how much knowledge you have about the share market, it's useless. This point is about tax savings. Let's understand this with an example. Let's suppose that John bought 1000 shares of Adani Power Limited in 2021, okay, at $100 per share, investing a total of $1 lakh. A year later, the share price rose to $400. So, John sold his share, his $1 lakh investments turned into $4 lakh, giving him a profit of $3 lakh in just a year. If John had sold his shares after exactly 1 year, this profit would fall under long-term capital gains, which was tax-free until 2018. After 2018, the government imposed a 10% tax on LTCG. So John would have to pay 30,000 in taxes on his 3 lakh dollar profit. For an average person, earnings to $20,000 to $25,000 per month, John profit in 1 year equals to their annual salary. This is what we call money making money. But this is just a small return. If John had invested his money for 10 to 15 years, the share price could have gone from 400 to 4,000 dollar, turning his lakhs into trillions and billions. The key is that invest in shares for the long term. If you get a good return in between and need the money, you can sell the shares and take the profit. You might be thinking, we know that a lot of money can be made from shares. But the problem is that we don't know anything about the share market. How do we pick the right shares? In part 2, we will cover all the basic but essential information about this. Now let's understand what the share market is. In simple terms, the share market is like a local market where people buy and sell shares instead of vegetables. But now, you don't ever need to go anywhere to buy shares. You can do it from your home using your phone. While a vegetable market are found everywhere, but only 13 share market exchanges in the United States, including the two major exchanges, NYSE and NASDAQ, Nasdaq. Now, let's understand what shares are. Shares mean ownership. If you buy a share in any company, you own a part of that company. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose I started a company called Kiku Limited with a total share capital of $1,000. Okay, and the company uses this capital to run its business. If the company divides its share capital into 100 equal parts, each shares would be worth $10. Now, Similarly, we can calculate the value of any company's shares if I want to expand my business in the future. Okay, then I will need more money to raise this money. I will list my company on the share market, allowing the public to invest in it. Now suppose I said that anyone who invests $10 in my company, then we will get one share, and then you will get one share and become a part owner. Then my friend Alex buys one share, and my friend Jack buys five shares. Based on the number of shares, Alex owns 1% of my company and Jack owns 5% of my company. Since both have invested in my business, the profit and loss of the business will be shared based on their ownership. Now there are two ways to invest in the stock in the share market. Number one, direct investment. You pick any company's shares or research them and invest your money. Okay. And number two, indirect investments. Now what is indirect investment? This is best for people who don't have time for research shares. They invest in mutual funds where experts invest their money in different shares to get better returns. Now next, let's talk about point 3. It's true that money is earned through hard work. So every rupee should be invested wisely. There are many options for investing your money, such as real estate, shares, and more, much more. But where should you invest to get the most benefit? Let's understand this with an example. Let's suppose that James, Leo, Jack, Henry, and Calvin each have $1 lakh. James deposit his $1 lakh in the bank, while Leo invest his $1 lakh in an FD. Jack buys shares worth $1 lakh. Henry buys gold jewelry worth $1 lakh, and Calvin invests his $1 lakh in property. Now James' money in the bank will grow at a 4% interest rate, earning him 4,000 in interest. Leo FD will earn him 8 to 10% interest. So after 5 to 6 years, he will get around a $61,000 in interest. A Jack who invested in the share market could have made a 300% return in 1 year, turning his 1 lakh into 4 lakh. Even if we assume that Jack gets a 300% return over 5 years, his 1 lakh will become 4 lakh. Henry Gold investment will grow at a 5% just rate, and Calvin property investment will take years to appreciate, possibly only increasing by 5 to 10%. After 5 years, a Jack will have the highest profit because he invested in the share market. While the share market has higher risk, other investment like FDS, gold, and property have comparatively lower risk. Okay. Now, another important factors to consider is knowledge. To invest in the share market, you need some knowledge and the ability to research and analyze which companies' shares will grow in the future. For example, Rakesh Janjua used his knowledge and analysis to pick Titan's shares, which grow as significantly in value. If someone says, I am not educated and I don't have knowledge of the share market, uh, I don't have time to research, they can invest in mutual funds. Mutual funds are less risky compared to share market. Mutual fund a full complete course also available in our channel. If you want to learn, then after this video you will visit our channel and see that video. But the returns are also lower. The share market has higher risk but can give higher returns. Okay, it's up to you where you invest your money. Just remember, never keep too much money in your bank account because the value of money in the bank decreases due to inflation. If you invest in the share market or mutual fund, let me know why in the comments. If you don't invest, tell me no why not. Number 4, reality of share market. If you ever invest in the share market, always remember this point. The share market is like magic. It can make someone a millionaire overnight or leave them bankrupt. There are many people who have become a billionaires through the share market, but there are also many who have lost everything. The best and most real example of this is Reliance Capital's shares on January 2007. Reliance Capital's shares price was 704 rupees, and by 6 August 2007 it had rise to up to 2161 rupees and 300% increase in just 8 months. During this period, many people became millionaire. However, after that, the share price started falling. By October 2018, the share price had dropped to 400 rupees, and today it's around 16 rupees, I think. This shows that while these shares made many people millionaires, it also bankrupted many others. However, this doesn't mean that the share market is not for you. If you invest wisely, you can avoid such losses. The biggest rule of investing is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Never invest all your money in one company's shares. Instead, diversify your investment across different sectors and companies. It's also not necessary to invest all your money in the share market. You can invest some in like gold, some in property, and some in mutual funds. Always keeps an eye on the fundamentals of the companies you are invested in. If you notice any issues, sell your shares at the right time to avoid future losses. But how do you know which shares will grow in the future? How do you know where to invest? This is where fundamental analysis mm, comes in. For example, large cap companies have lower risk, and mid cap companies have moderate risk, and small cap companies have higher risk. However, higher risk can also lead to higher profit. Our video also available in a topic about fundamental analysis. So after this, you want to see that video, so visit our channel and watch it after this. Now let's we talk about this. Before investing in any share, you can check its P/E ratio, which we talk already in a stock market, our previous video, which helps you determine which company can give you higher returns with less investment. If you want to learn more about fundamental analysis and how to pick the right shares, you can watch my video on this topic. If you like this video, please like it and share. Subscribe to my channel for more informative videos like this. Thanks for watching.